Okay, as someone who straddles both law and faith, how do you interpret what's happening constitutionally and morally at the borders right now? Where do you see the biggest gaps between justice and enforcement?
That's a really good question, Andy. Let's take it from my perspective. After spending years studying law, you're actually starting to not be able to give an accurate assessment, if you can say, or interpretation of what could happen to an immigrant in this under these circumstances and in this environment, right? Um, just as recent as yesterday, I know of a colleague in CBF Life who is a pastor and calls me and said, "Well, one of my church members has been detained. There's nothing wrong with this person. This person was just showing up to an ICE check-in, so this person is actually following the law, what is required, and that person was detained, right? Now there are choices that family needs to make, and a separation of a family right then and there is going to happen, regardless of what decision they end up making, and this person is following the law. As an attorney, I cannot tell them don't go to an ICE check-in, right? As an attorney, I cannot tell them do not go to your appointment in immigration court either. First, because you are putting yourself in a position where you could be deported in absentia, or because you didn't go to your appointment in court, and so. That's the advice. That the advice cannot change. You have to go to court. You have to follow the rules to be in this country, and you have to follow the limitations of your stay. Yet, when you go, you don't know what to expect, right? And so the work has to be now in the prevention phase, right? We have to make sure that immigrants, when they show up to court, when they show up to their ICE check-ins, have already a plan of what to do if this happens. In that plan, churches play a great, churches play a super important part in this plan, because generally churches, what I have seen is that they've stepped up and they've started to accompany migrants in that process, not just in going to the check-ins and courts, but also following up with the families and what's going to happen in moving forward.